Hey guys, Ostrich Vox here, and Milo's Murphy's Law is the newest show on Disney XD. From the creative minds of Phineas and Ferb comes the misadventures of Milo, a descendant from Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong, will go wrong, and that's essentially Milo to a T. As 4chan calls it, Final Destination the animated series, episodes usually follow Milo and his friends as he gets into misadventures and hijinks, simply because that's just his luck.
Oh, you're new here. I've got a bit of a reputation.
So what are you, a tough guy?
Oh, I don't think anyone's ever called me tough.
Something that people will notice right off the bat is that Milo is voiced by the man himself, Weird Al Yankovic.
I guess there was one time when I experienced Murphy's Law. I accidentally locked my keys in the car, and at the same time I realized when I tried to call AAA that, I left my phone in the car as well. And then an active volcano erupted, covering the entire car in molten lava, and I was running from the molten lava and a seagull threw up on me. So I'm running away from molten lava and covered in seagull vomit. Actually, I'm not sure if that was a dream or if that really happened.
And if you're wondering, does that mean Milo sings? Oh yeah, he sings.
I got a big foam finger, I got a new routine. I'm gonna turn the tables, rooting for the enemy.
Now, there's only 4 or 5 episodes at the time of making this video, but so far, it is a pretty good show. It's different enough from Phineas and Ferb, but also takes place in the same universe as it. However, unlike Phineas and Ferb, the creators have stated that the show will have a story arc.
So this show, we've been able to do a different kind of storytelling. So we actually have an episode arc that happens that goes through the whole first season and culminates in the last episode.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, I think the story arc will entail the characters that Dan and Swampy voice themselves. They posted a rap about the show on Disney XD's YouTube, and when they refer to the characters, they say they don't appear until later.
There's also me and Swampy, but we don't show up till later.
But they don't mean later in the show, they mean literally later in reruns. Yeah, they literally add into the reruns of episodes in the background. They're not present at all in the first airing, which is pretty cool and kinda creepy. It's a lot like Blended and Blanded in the early episodes of Gravity Falls, how he would be spotted into the background and no one really knew what his deal was until the actual episode he officially debuted in.
Are you following us around?
And why are you bald? What's that all about?
Oh, memory wipe!
I'm a time traveler.
Now, interesting enough, in the most recent episode, Dan and Swampy's characters make their first voice debut.
One bag of pistachios, please.
It's pronounced pistachio.
That's how she said it.
And it's kind of an odd scene because they abruptly disappear, and this is pointed out.
Maybe.
You guys okay?
So obviously these guys are up to something. Personally, I think they're after Milo, probably to his connection to Murphy's Law. Maybe it's to do with his family curse, maybe they can get rid of it, or maybe it's actually some deep superpower that can be harnessed for their own gain. Who knows, they sell pistachios, so I don't know, fuck them. One thing that came to a shock to me was that these characters are in 7th grade. They didn't really say that until the most recent episode.
Without that signature page, you'll have a month of unexcused absences.
Holy cow, I'm gonna have to repeat the 7th grade.
I mean, these look like high schoolers at least. So you have Milo, Redhead Melissa, who is essentially a bedroomized jailbait version of Candace, and the token black friend Zach. From the creators of Phineas and Ferb, it's exactly what you expect. Just like the early episodes of Phineas and Ferb, jokes can be hit or miss, but when they're good, they're really good.
All things I utilized in making this beautiful desk. Just me, the wood.
In the episode The Undergrounders, my favorite joke was probably this one guy talking like Golem.
Young people from the overland, you shall be our leaders!
Except this one line, it's the only time in the episode where he breaks character.
The floppy-eared one shall be our leader.
Weren't you allergic to dogs?
Right, you know what? Yeah, I actually am.
I don't know, something about the delivery of that line, plus his actual voice, just really caught me off guard. Right now, the episodes seem pretty formulaic, even though they try to do something new every episode, and while the songs aren't present in every episode like Phineas and Ferb usually were, probably because they don't want to set up that expectation for the viewers, therefore stressing themselves out having to write a song for every episode. When there is a song, it's usually pretty catchy.
Hey, don't break me, don't wanna crack in my face, I just
And just like Phineas and Ferb, there's an abundance of references in the show. Doctor Who, Shaun of the Dead, the list goes on, but I don't feel like naming them all. Plus, I probably haven't caught them all yet. Also, Milo has his dog named Yoji, which, if you haven't figured it out, it's just pronouncing the way dog is spelled. And his appearances in episodes are pretty random. Usually someone just tells him to go home, but there are instances where he's actually used in the plot, and then goes away again.
Hey everybody! Dioji found the note! It's on the astronaut's back!
Since this is in the same universe as Phineas and Ferb, it'd be pretty cool if Dioji was an Alka agent.
These are the stories of the agents of the OWCA. These are the Oka Files.
After all, Perry and Doofenshmirtz were probably one of the best things about Phineas and Ferb, and I think the one thing fans would love to see more than Phineas and Ferb actually appear is Doofenshmirtz and Perry appearing. And that'd be the perfect opportunity to use them. Since it probably is a predictable thing, I don't see them going that route. Just a nice thought. Overall, I do recommend checking out the show, especially with the promise of a story arc, since an ongoing story and a good mystery surrounding said story was a huge factor into why Gravity Falls is so popular and why Star vs. Forces of Evil is. If whatever they have planned is good and executed very well, I can see the fandom for the show taking off exponentially.
You want to live like those other kids? They took a bus to school today. A bus! Does that seem like more fun to you?
I mean, you kinda gotta admire Milo. Just by the theme song, everything around him's going to shit, and he does not give a flying fuck. Good job, Milo. Good job.
I'm sorry, sir. I just wanted to see if my brother-in-law was using my lawnmower again.
Well, was he?
Yeah, I got a shot of it.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Check the description for links to our Twitters. And Awestruck Bots, signing out.